Are you preparing for the IELTS and wondering what it takes to truly succeed? Whether you're aiming for a band 7, 8 or even beyond, there are 3 essential skills you must master before you can achieve your IELTS goals. So in today's video, I'm going to share these critical skills with you. Skills that will not only help you perform better, but also make your entire IELTS journey smoother and more confident. So grab a notebook, sit back, and let's dive deep into what really matters. Before we dive into the specific skills, let's take a moment to understand the big picture. IELTS, the International English Language Testing System, it's one of the most widely accepted English proficiency tests globally. It's designed for non-native English speakers, or what we call ESL learners, English as a second language. Most of you watching are ESL learners, preparing for academic or immigration purposes, and I'm here to tell you that with the right approach, mastering IELTS is absolutely within your reach. Now, the test itself assesses 4 core language skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking, which we often refer to as LRWS. But here's the thing, success in IELTS goes beyond just language ability. You need a combination of language skills, test skills, and psychological skills to truly excel. Language skills involve mastering grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. Test skills focus on understanding the format and learning from experts who have been there, taken the test, and conquered it. And finally, psychological skills deal with handling the stress, pressure, and mindset challenges you'll face, especially on test day. So now, let's break each of these skills down and see how they work together to ensure your IELTS success. First, let's talk about language skills. You already know that the IELTS is a test of English proficiency. But how do you ensure you're proficient enough? It boils down to 3 key components: grammar, vocabulary, and pronunciation. These are the building blocks of language, and without a strong foundation, it's hard to convey your ideas effectively. Let's start with grammar. I know grammar can feel tedious, but it's essential. Think of it as a skeleton that holds your language together. In IELTS, grammatical range and accuracy are assessed heavily, especially in writing and speaking. If you're using a variety of tenses, complex structures, and clauses correctly, it shows the examiner that you have control over the language. To improve your grammar on a daily basis, try this. Write a short diary entry every night, but with a twist. Each day, challenge yourself to use a different grammatical structure, whether it's conditionals, passive voice, or complex sentences. It's not about writing perfectly every time. It's about practicing variety and accuracy. Next is vocabulary. In IELTS, a rich vocabulary helps you score higher, not just in speaking and writing, but also in reading and listening. In fact, these 2 are vocabulary tests. You don't need to know every word in the dictionary, but you do need to expand your vocabulary related to common IELTS topics like environment, technology, and education. Try learning collocations, words that naturally go together. For example, instead of just learning the word problem, learn phrases like address a problem or solve a problem. Make it a habit to learn 5 new words every day, but don't stop there. Practice using those words in sentences. When you learn vocabulary in context, it sticks with you longer and becomes more natural in conversation. And finally, pronunciation. IELTS doesn't require you to have a British or American accent. What matters is clarity. When you're practicing for the speaking test, record yourself. Listen carefully to how you pronounce each word and identify any sounds or intonations that could be clearer. One effective way to improve pronunciation is by shadowing native speakers. Find YouTube videos, TED Talks, or podcasts and try to mimic the speaker's rhythm, intonation, and stress patterns. Over time, this will make your speech clearer and more confident. Now, let's move on to test skills. This is something I know a lot because I've not only taken the test myself, but I have managed to score a perfect 9 in the test. So when I talk about test strategies, I'm speaking from experience. The thing is, IELTS isn't just a test of English. It's a test of how well you understand and navigate the exam itself. Let's break it down by the 4 skills: listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Each section of the test requires specific strategies, and that's why learning from someone who's been through it, like me, is invaluable. In listening, you need to train yourself to focus for 30 minutes straight. One tip I share with my students is to practice predicting answers as you read the questions. The audio often contains paraphrased information, so knowing how to listen to synonyms and similar ideas is key. For reading, timing is everything. My students often ask me how I was able to finish the reading test on time. Here's my secret. I always practice skimming and scanning techniques. You don't have time to read every word, so learn how to locate key information quickly. Writing is where most test takers struggle. When I teach writing, I focus on structure. A well-organized essay with clear paragraphs, a variety of sentence types, and accurate grammar can make all the difference. I recommend practicing writing under timed conditions, and don't forget to get feedback from an expert. Finally, speaking. This part is all about confidence. In my experience, students often get nervous and lose fluency. The best way to prepare is by simulating the real test environment. Practice with a friend or teacher and record your responses. Focus on speaking naturally, and don't worry if you make a mistake. Just keep going. Finally, let's talk about the psychological skills you need for IELTS. You can be the best English speaker, but if you don't have control over your mindset on test day, things can fall apart. The test venue itself can be intimidating. From the moment you enter, you'll see a range of emotions. Some students are overly confident, some are visibly anxious, and some are calm and focused. Here's what I've observed after years of working with IELTS candidates. Overconfident students often rush through the test and make careless mistakes. Unconfident students preserve and fail to manage their time well, but the ones who do best are those who are calm and prepared. How do you prepare mentally for the test? The answer is practice under pressure. Simulate the test environment at home. Time yourself, set up a quiet room, and go through the test exactly as you would on the day. Build your confidence by knowing that you've done it before. And if you feel nervous, take a few deep breaths before the test begins. Remember, it's just another test. You've got this. So there you have it. 3 key skills that you need to master before you take the IELTS. Focus on your language skills, learn the test skills from those who have been there, and don't forget the importance of psychological skills. If you put in the work, stay consistent and practice effectively, there's no reason why you can't achieve the score you're aiming for. Thanks for watching, and if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with others who are preparing for the IELTS. Together we can make your IELTS dreams a reality. It's honest, genuine, simple, and successful IELTS. Thank you very much.